Alright, what's up guys? It is your boy Ultra, back at it again with another video. I just recorded this, but I guess I gotta do it again now because I forgot to record the actual thing I'm covering, like this video. I forgot to I forgot to record it myself, so I'm gonna do a quick little breakdown of this trailer here. Just kind of talk about the things I've noticed. So the first thing I want to point out is like Shadow's animations for getting his Doom powers look awesome. But also, if you look behind him, I really hope this mic just stops falling over like that. If you look behind him, you can see the entrance for the Space Colony Arc, and this is like straight out of Sonic Generations. But anyways, I wonder if you can stand on the text the same way you can in that game.
You cannot deny your fate.
Also, Black Doom being creepy as always. Love to see it. And yeah, you can see this power-up. Shadow gets the ability to use up to 5 Chaos Spears at once, which is cool. Also, I think this level, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the city from Sonic Forces. And the reason why I say that is because we'll see it in a moment here, but I'm gonna keep going. Also, I think this Radical Highway-like area, I think this might be the stage transition for every stage in the game, because we see Radical Highway a bunch of times throughout this trailer, just with different lighting and stuff, so I think we might be seeing Radical Highway as like the stage transition for a lot of these places. This is like I don't even know if that was like a skydiving section or what. This part right here looks interesting. I don't know if this is Radical Highway or if it's Sunset City or Sunset Heights or enemy territory or whatever the hell they're gonna call it. But yeah, this ability right here, the at least like the X shape, kind of reminds me of Sonic's Cross Slash from Sonic Frontiers. Oh, he's even got like the glowing red eye. That made me think of Kazuya Mishima. Shadow is turning into Kazuya Mishima. Let's go. Shadow is a Mishima now. But no, this is why I think this is the city from Sonic Forces. You can see enemies being pulled from that game. You've got the Buzz Bombers from Sonic Forces. And later on, you even see I don't know why this thing keeps falling over. This thing is so flimsy. Later on, we even see the egg pawns from. It's like every time I touch my mouse, like the mic thing falls over. Hang on. I don't know why it's showing the link to the video right there. Bro, what? Stop. Get rid of that. Hang on. But yeah, this is the other new stage that we see. Hang on, I missed it there. So we see Sunset City from Sonic Forces, and what's after Sonic Forces? Sonic Frontiers, of course. I wish they showed that for more than like a split second, but see, right here, speaking of Sonic Frontiers, they brought back Chaos Island. I don't think anybody was expecting Chaos Island of all things, let alone a Sonic Frontiers stage, but they brought back Chaos Island, and there's two reasons why I don't think people were expecting Sega to bring back a Sonic Frontiers level. I mean, for one, it was like, Sonic Frontiers came out after Sonic Generations, and this story takes place during the events of Sonic Generations, so people didn't think that like Black Doom would be showing Shadow his future. But also, the other thing is, Shadow wasn't even in Sonic Frontiers. He got a brief mention, ironically enough, while Sonic was on Chaos Island, and two of his stages from Sonic Adventure 2 reappear in Sonic Frontiers as cyberspace levels, but Shadow himself was nowhere to be seen in Sonic Frontiers. So yeah, this is another shot of the city from wow, I can't even say Sonic Forces. This is another shot of the city from Sonic Forces, with the egg ponds I was talking about earlier in that tunnel right in front of Shadow. It looks like that is taken from like Ghost Town and Park Avenue. That's what that made me think of. And of course, you got more white space right there. And it looks like the aliens from Shadow the Hedgehog are going to pop up in every level. Not just the Shadow the Hedgehog level we end up getting. Which, by the way, I don't... You know what's funny about this right here? Shadow is using a grappling hook to get around. And I joked about this when I was playing Sonic Forces. I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, I have, like, Shadow set as my avatar, pretty much. Like, not the actual Shadow, but an avatar that's meant to look like him. And, of course, he uses he uses a grappling hook instead of, like, an actual homing attack. So I joked around, like, oh, ignore the fact that Shadow is using a grappling hook. That's just one of his Doom powers. I accidentally ended up predicting this, even though I was just joking when I said that. And yeah, you can see this is like... I think this is one of the underground sections from Sonic Frontiers, but the thing I love about this is you can see, like, the springs and the dash rings and the balloons have all been, like, decorated to look like how they did in Sonic Frontiers, and this is just insane to me. Like, bro, like, I mentioned this in my previous recording, and I'll briefly go over it again. The way Chaos Island is designed with all the 2D sections, and the fact that it's literally the biggest island in the game, to my knowledge, it made the most sense to bring back as a traditional Sonic level. But the thing about that made me like, if they're bringing back a Sonic Frontiers level, they're not bringing back Chaos Island. It's the fact that everybody hated it in the game it came from. So the fact that it's being brought back to this game is insane to me. Like, I didn't think we were already to the point where Sonic Forces and Sonic Frontiers were like, oh hey, let's bring back levels from those games. I didn't think that we were already at that point, but you know what? I'm down for it. I mean, we can finally see them fix a level from Sonic Forces, and we can see them give a second chance to by far the most hated island in Sonic Frontiers. So I like how with both Sonic Forces and Frontiers, they're like giving both of those a second chance, even though Sonic Frontiers was actually a good game that was well received by most people. It's just that Chaos Island was the one part that we all hated. But you know what, before I go on with this, I'm gonna just say it. I don't think Chaos Island was that bad. Like, you could avoid most of the 2D, and like, once you learned how to get from island to island, it really was not that bad, but that's for another day. And now we see the last power-up for Shadow, the Doom Ring. So I think this is like a powered-up version of his air boost. Because you see, when he uses the air boost, he starts flying. Where have I seen that before? Makes me think of a certain game that just came out. It's Sonic Forces. It's basically the boost from Sonic Forces. No, I'm kidding. I just noticed something, actually. You can see right here, there's a sign that says Doom Ride. And down here, there's a sign that says Amigo Left Lane. That's cool. Got some Sama de Amigo references there. But see, I don't know if you could tell from those last two shots, but you can see Radical Highway has a bunch of different lighting. Like it has a bunch of different times of day throughout this trailer. I mean, we see it at night, we see it at like dawn, we see it at sunset here. So I think Radical Highway is going to be included in like every stage as a sort of like a special stage almost. And also, I didn't even mention, this Supporting Me remix is awesome. Oh yeah, right here. This is another bombshell that they just dropped out of nowhere. Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes, which, if you remember, technically Shadow fought this thing, but this was a supersonic fight in Sonic Heroes. Like, Supersonic, Tails, and Knuckles all fought this thing originally in Sonic Heroes. So the fact that they're pulling a Perfect Chaos from Sonic Generations and having Shadow fight this thing alone in his base form is crazy to me. And also this shot right here is raw. I love it. And also Shadow's line at the end is pretty cool. You can tell Kirk Thornton is having a lot of fun voicing Shadow this time. And yeah, that's really all there is to cover. Actually, this boss arena kind of reminds me of a mod that came out for Sonic Frontiers not too long ago, where it was like Final Fortress, but it had like this water theming to it. It was like out in the middle of the ocean. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know if that was like, there's no way that was intentional though. Like, I don't think Sega looked at that mod and they were like, hey, let's put that into our game. But I'll throw a picture up on screen of what I'm talking about. But yeah, this reminds me of a mod that came out for Sonic Frontiers that pretty much ported Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes into like as like a cyberspace level, but as like this water level pretty much. So that's what this reminds me of.
I am the true ultimate life form.
Oh, I wanted to end the video with that shot right there. Hang on. Oh, wait, this is a good ending shot too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Actually, yeah, here it is. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Cheesy YouTuber outro, and it is your boy signing off for now. Peace. Take care, everyone. Also, don't worry, there's nothing new to see after this. It's just the typical like release date and pre-orders. It does show the reversible cover that you can get for the game, but it's for physical pre-orders only, so keep that in mind. Alright guys, signing off. Peace.